how to become more productive, how to get more out of your day. I believe that one of the best ways to become more productive is to have a solid morning routine. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, well, I'm not a morning person. I get up late, or I do more stuff at night. I believe that what I'm about to teach you can relate to you as well. You could change that into a night routine if you are a quote-unquote night owl, or you are much better at working during the nighttime than you are in the morning. You could use this routine then too. It's not a specifically morning thing, but it is aimed at people who want to own the morning, who want to start the day off with an absolute bang. I've been using a morning routine now for about 6 months, and I found that it's so much more fulfilling when I use that particular morning routine. It helps me get going in the morning, but it also sets me up for the rest of the day, so that I have a better idea, a better target, a better focus for what I want to get done during the day. But it also means that if I keep this routine up, the effects that I get out of it are wide-reaching. For example, I get consistency, I get discipline, I get confidence, and I get results, because what I'm about to teach you, what I'm about to go through with you, this routine, really does impact a lot of areas of your life, if you use it consistently, of course. So the morning routine is based on a system that was lined out in a book by Hal Elrod. And that book is The Miracle Morning. It's a very good book. I highly recommend it. In the book, Hal outlines a system that people can use to become much more effective every day by getting a system in place to own the morning. And that system is based on 6 principles, and each principle has a letter. So the 6 principles are SAVERS. Spell that out, and it spells out savers. So it's basically an acronym. But each letter has a principle and a technique that can be used to become much more efficient in the morning. So starting with the first S, silence. Silence can be a lot of things really, but I guess the main idea of silence is, or the main technique that is used in silence is meditation. Now, meditation for a lot of people is a bit woo-woo, as they say these days. It's something that you consider yogis or Buddhist monks to do, but meditation is extremely helpful. It really is. I was never one to do meditation before, but I found that it's made me a lot calmer. It's shifted my perspective on life. And I found that it gives me more energy in the morning. Much more positivity. It gets me in a much better mood. So I usually meditate for about 10 to 20 minutes, depending on the day. Now, for those of you out there who are considering that, I highly recommend Headspace. It's a meditation app that has both guided and unguided meditations in it. Highly recommend that. The next step is A for affirmations. With affirmations, you simply say to yourself empowering words, empowering phrases. And the repetition of those increases your confidence and self-esteem. So, for example, I have 3 affirmations that I say every day, and they are: I am strong and disciplined. I am taking daily action toward my ultimate life. I am more confident every day. Now, even when I say these now, it fills me with confidence. When I was starting, it was a bit cheesy for me, I must admit. I thought it was a bit unusual, but I thought I'll stick it out. And I live by those affirmations now. I really do. I feel that those are not just affirmations, they're part of me now. But that's taken a long time. It really does take time to sink into your subconscious. Now, of course, affirmations will be highly subjective, depends on what you want, but make them powerful, and when you say them, use your body as well. Don't just say them. Use gestures, use body language. Next up is V. V is for visualization. So simply, you're sitting down, closing your eyes, and visualizing how you want your life, how your goals or your dreams or desires to pan out. And when you visualize, you go deep into it. You experience all the emotions, the feelings, the taste, the sights, the smells of that particular goal, desire, dream, life that you want. I do visualization for about up to 5 minutes. But if you get a particular vision and you go deep into it, it can really excite you. It can really make things much clearer. You can even get a perspective of how you want to proceed toward that particular goal. But very powerful stuff. V for visualization. Next one is E for exercise. I usually start my day with exercise because I exercise 5 to 6 days a week, and exercise takes quite a while for me. So I typically go to a gym or I run for about an hour. And I usually start with exercise because after the exercise I feel really good. The endorphins have kicked in. I feel much more positive, and then I attack the rest of the morning routine from there on in. Great stuff, and it helps a lot by boosting your positivity, but also getting you up and moving in the morning. That's extremely important. Next, R. R is for reading. Now, we're talking about books, but it could also be magazines, it could be articles, it could be PDF files, whatever it is, something that is uplifting to you, or something that calms you, centers you, gets you into focus for a particular thing that you want to accomplish. I read every day The Daily Stoics by Ryan Holiday. It's a daily devotional. It's an annual devotional, I should say. So each day of the year has a different devotional of Stoic philosophy, which I find really inspirational and very effective. And the last letter, the last principle is S. There are 2 S's. You have the silence at the first, and the last is S. S for scribing. Scribing being writing. Now, I write in 2 journals. I have 2 journals. I have a daily journal and I have a goal-related journal. So in my daily journal, I'll write down what I'm grateful for, what I need to make the day great, and my daily affirmations. In my goal-related journal, I'll write down the big goals that I have for my life, and those are my yearly goals and monthly goals, if possible. And I also write down after the goals. I write the goals every day as much as possible. After the goals, I write down any thoughts, any ideas that I have for my business or for life in general. Savers is a very good system. It's very systematic, practical, and effective if you keep it going in the long term. It's not going to really work for you if you do it for 1 month, well, I believe. You've got to stick it out long term. It's going to take a while before it really kicks in. At least it did in my experience. But I highly recommend it. So, productivity starts with a solid morning routine. So I highly suggest what you do right now is you get up, turn the video off, go read Hal Elrod's book, The Miracle Morning. Use savers, incorporate it into your daily life, and I promise you, you will get much more effective, and you'll become a much more productive person. Own the morning, and you'll own the rest of the day. And the more days you own, you'll become a much more productive, much more efficient, much better and stronger version of yourself. So get out there, get amongst it, and be incredible.